With this Ohm's law, now no need to go for definition. All of you know this expression, V is equal to IR. Now while doing the electrical circuit analysis, we came across these situations many times. To give the polarities across the resistor R when current is flowing in a particular direction. Let's say this is a resistor R and current I is flowing in this direction. Then there will be voltage drop across resistor R. That the value of that voltage drop is I into R, that is V, is similar to the Ohm's law. But what is the polarity of that voltage drop? Since current is flowing in this direction, the polarities will be positive here and negative here, and the value of this voltage drop is I into R. So when we go through this circuit from in this direction, then we can say this is fall in potential, because we are going from positive to negative. And in this situation we have to write the equation for this voltage drop is minus I into R. This is called as a fall in potential. Now in similar case, this is R and current is flowing in this direction, so the polarity across this resistor R is positive here and negative here, and voltage drop is, say this is I and R. The value of this voltage drop is IR. Now again, for this particular condition we are going in this direction, then we are going from negative to positive, then it is called as rise in potential. This is fall in potential case, and this is rise in potential case. That's why whenever we are going or we are applying KVL in this particular direction, then we have to write the equation for this particular resistor is negative to positive plus I into R. We came across such situations while solving mesh analysis problems while applying KVL. Similarly, for batteries also, this is positive and negative. Let's say this is 5 volt and we are going from this direction, then we are going from positive to negative. That's why we can write minus 5 volt. This is called as a fall in potential. And similarly, if this is the case and we are going from this direction, then we are going from negative to positive, so it can be written as plus 5 volt while writing the KVL equation. So this is basic concept that we should know while applying KVL. So in this way we have discussed Ohm's law, how to assign polarities across the resistor depending on the direction of current, and how to write the equation of that voltage drop whenever there is a depending on the direction, that is rise in potential, fall in potential. So depending on that, we have to write plus IR minus IR, plus 5 volt minus 5 volt. Now we'll see KVL. Consider this simple example. We'll apply KVL in this one mesh having 10 volt and 2 volt. Having 10 volt and 2 volt, we can apply KVL in this direction. Let's say current I1 is flowing through this mesh. Now we can apply the KVL. We have to assume this current I1 is flowing through this mesh. So because of this current, and this current is flowing in clockwise direction, the polarities across this 4 ohm is positive and negative. Here also positive and negative. So in this way, depending on the direction of current, we have to assign the polarities across these resistors. Now we can apply the KVL in the same direction, clockwise direction. Now we are going from negative to positive. So there is a rise in potential, so we can write 10. Negative to positive plus 10. Then positive to negative, minus 4 into I1. Minus 4 into I1. Then again positive to negative, minus 4 into I1. This is called as a fall in potential. That's why we have written minus 4 I1. Again fall in potential, minus 4 I1. Then positive to negative, minus 2, which is equal to 0. This is a simple KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Algebraic sum of the voltages in a closed loop is equal to 0. This is the algebraic sum of the voltages. This is 10 volt. Voltage across 4 is 4 I1. Voltage across this 4 is again 4 I1, and this 2 volt. So this is the algebraic sum of the voltages, which is equal to 0. So this is 10 minus 2 is 8, is equal to minus 4 minus 4 is minus 4 minus 4 is minus 8 I1, which is equal to 0. So 8 is equal to 8 I1, and then I1 is equal to 1 ampere. This is the simple concept of KVL and mesh analysis. Using KVL, we have find out the value of I1. So in this way, we have studied the how to assign the polarities across the resistor and how to write the KVL equation. Now next is KCL. KCL means Kirchhoff's current law, and Kirchhoff's current law states that algebraic sum of the currents at a node or a junction is equal to 0. So here, if I apply KCL at node A, then algebraic sum of the currents I1, let's say here some currents are meeting at a point and some currents are leaving from the point. Let's say when the current is going towards the point, consider that current is positive. So I1 positive plus I2 positive. Now I3 and I4 both are leaving, so this we have to write negative equal to 0. So if we simplify this, we will get I1 plus I2 is equal to I3 plus I4. So in KVL we can also say incoming current is equal to outgoing current at a particular node or a junction in the network. Incoming current is equal to outgoing current. In nodal analysis we use KCL. Now in nodal analysis we came across this particular condition. Let's say this is suppose V1 and this is V2 and this is current I1, V1, V2, I and R. Now how to write the value of I1 in this particular condition, that I will tell you. Since current is going from V1 to V2, so and we have to write the value of I1, then we can directly write I1 is equal to V1 minus V2 upon R. But how we have written this? To understand this, I'll just modify this particular circuit. Let's say this is V1, so this is V1, this is R and this is V2. I close this and this is my I1, this is R, this is V1, this is V2. Now because of this I1, the polarities across this is plus minus. Now apply KVL here. Negative to positive V1, positive to negative, minus I1 into R. Algebraic sum of the voltages is equal to 0. Voltage V1, voltage I1 into R, positive to negative, minus V2 equal to 0. So V1 minus V2 is equal to I1 into R. So what is the value of I1? I1 is equal to V1 minus V2 upon R. So in case of nodal analysis, we can directly write when such situation occurs. We have to write the equation for current which is flowing from node 1 to node 2. Then we can directly write I1 is equal to V1 minus V2 upon R. Similarly, if this type of situation occurs, V1, I1, R, 5 volt and V2, then we can write the value of I1 is equal to V1 positive to negative minus 5 minus V2 upon R. And if we get this type of then we can write I1 is equal to V1, since I1 is going from V1 to V2, negative to positive, plus 2 minus V2 upon R. This is the basic concept we have studied, which is useful for the nodal analysis. Thank you.